Hello there, plant friends. My name is Haniya, and a few weeks ago I tried to shoot this video, and Dottie, what are you doing? I don't know if you can hear that scritching in the background. It wasn't Dottie's fault, but my sound did not work, so I'm reshooting this video and voicing over some parts that I did not get to get some sound on, but you can only plant seeds once, right? Anyway, this video is about how to grow African violets from seed, and this little guy is a variegated African violet. Can't really see it on the leaves just now or that closely, but I'll do a close-up in a second to show you where you can see the little variegation starting. These guys are fairly easy. You just need some sort of prop box or a really humid space like a terrarium to let your little seedlings grow for a little while. I'm sure eventually you can take them out of the prop box and let them be regular houseplants, but when they're little, they tend to dry out very quickly, so just a word of caution. All right, so let's get started and I'll show you how to grow your own African violets. Okay, first up, I grabbed a plastic container. I use a compostable plastic cup, some water, just normal tap water, and then I will eventually pour the water in once I put my soil in. I'm gonna actually mix some vitamin B1 in with my water so that it'll give the seeds an extra boost. Hopefully this isn't a bad decision and the surface won't just be covered in algae. But I just put a little bit in, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay, so now I'm ready to put the soil in. And I typically use Sungrow seed starting mix. And what I'm gonna do is probably put enough in so that there's about an inch from the top. Maybe an inch and a half. I'm just tamping it down as I go, and I'll do it again in a second with another cup. Cool, so I have the soil and I'm just going to make sure it's nice and moist. There we go. I might add a little bit more all the way around just to make sure it's a little bit more saturated, because I can see the water coming down the sides of the cup. And now I'm going to use the bottom of the cup to just tamp down the soil like I was doing with my hands, but a little bit more precise. This way, when I put these very, very tiny seeds on top of the soil, they won't fall into little mountains of dirt. They'll be sitting right on top and they'll get plenty of sunlight. Okay, now you can see my beautiful variegated seed pouch. I'm gonna open this up. And if you can see in the bottom corner of that seed packet, they're just like little specks of dust in there. And here, I'm just gonna actually rip this open a little bit because they're all sitting at the bottom, or well, the top of the package now. And I'm trying to be careful not to have it rip open so quickly that they go flying everywhere, but I think I have it. Just be careful, because again, these seeds are like little specks of dust and you don't want to lose any of them, because then you'll have less chances of a big germination pool. I'm just tamping to make sure that they all come out, and I think we're good. Don't see any more. Great. And there you have it. We are going to now put them in my prop box. So here's one of my prop boxes, which I may do a tour of shortly. But I'm essentially just gonna stick our new seedlings, or our newly planted seeds right into this corner here where there's nobody right now. And I leave them under red light because when I first planted these guys, I originally had a ton of algae. I don't know if you can see it in here, but it's pretty green on the top, and that's because the light was much too strong. So if you're planning to grow your African violets indoors, definitely don't use 6500K daylight. And here are our little seedlings, so hopefully within 1 to 2 weeks I will see some sprouts. Hey guys, it's been roughly 2 weeks since I put my African violet seeds inside of the prop box. So I put them in this corner. I'm just gonna lift the lid and pop them out so that you can see them. There's the little seed tray, and I'm gonna set it right up here. So I just did this so that we can see what they look like under a light. You can't really see them under the red light. Ugh. And there you have it. There's some little tiny seedlings in there. If I can zoom, they're itty bitty, but you can see some green flecks right up on there. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope this video was helpful. Just nereids like African violets and streptocarpus, they're fairly easy. You just need to leave them in a moist environment and one that's also humid for a fairly long time. I think I first planted that African violet seedling back in spring, so it's been about 6 months of growth. Seeing as these guys don't really get that big in general, I guess that's what you could expect. I'm gonna link below to my streptocarpus seeds if you guys want to figure out how to grow those, or you can look at my how to grow houseplant series to figure out what kind of houseplants you guys want to grow next. Thanks!